Aloha, everyone. My name is Michelle Infinity, and it is my honor to share a message with you today on whichever day that you receive this. And my message today to share with you is about tuning into our subtle feelings and how our emotional states are really a source of truth for us and a barometer. And we have a chakra system in our body that allows us, once we get sensitive enough to tune into it, gives us messages all the time. Our body is very wise and gives us messages constantly. So, one of the questions I had when I was on my path, and I go through periodic phases of this and will throughout life, I feel. I think everybody does, is how do I know when I am tuning into my intuition versus how do I know when I'm in my head and when my head is talking? And how do I trust these sometimes opposing voices that are within my being? And recently, as I am tuning to wisdom, which is what I've titled my own process for for coming into growth, um, I've experienced what it is to differentiate, to discern really between the voices, and so I want to explain a little bit about it. The first is what being centered feels like is non-emotional, actually. I experience feeling being centered as almost dropping into my heart chakra, my consciousness, as opposed to being above me in any way, is actually really centered right here in my heart. And as I am speaking my truth, I'm coming directly from a heart-centered place. So I'm I'm bringing awareness from my soul and through the channel of my voice. So I'm communicating from my my truth, my real being. And when I and it's non-negotiable in that space. There's no pull towards separate variables. It's all very slow and non-reactive and steady. And there's not a lot of attachments or aversions. And my energy is very focused on the moment, calm and deliberate, non-emotional, like a warrior, like a Toltec warrior, using Don Miguel Ruiz, like non-emotional, like a warrior, a peaceful warrior, somebody who has focus. And I'm getting lost in my metaphor a little bit, but just I throw it out there. Non-emotional like a warrior, deliberate in a space. There's a lot of space around being centered. So what does it feel like when you're in your head? I'll share with you my experience. Um, when I'm being very reactive to my environment, and it's an instant thought, and it's really coming from a place of ego. It's coming from a personality-driven immediacy, fear of lack, like, am I going to get enough? What if I miss this opportunity? That's all fear, technically. And but there's a rush on things. There's an uncertainty in the outcome and an attachment to what the outcome is. And that is how I know that I'm in my head. And as I am tuning to wisdom, I'm learning to discern the difference between slowing down and being still, which is my remedy for that, but slowing down and being still and being open and listening and receptive versus impulsive and reactive and needing to almost attack life. Like, it's just like there's a lot of uncertainty, so you're trying to um, fix things with thought, which doesn't usually work. So that's why we want to come out of our heads. And the difference, again, chakra wise, with being in your head, you can notice that you're not feeling like you're coming from here. Instead, you're feeling like your awareness is settled right behind your eyes or right in your forehead. Um, and sometimes there's a reaction, a tension in your gut, in your belly, and your thoughts are going very rapidly. It's like almost like you think you're focused, but really your focus is like scattered from thought to thought to thought to thought. So you're going down like a line of thinking. You become unclear. So if you have pulls to many things and you're kind of going and you're spinning your wheels, as we say, um, that's a sign that you're in your head. So my remedy for these scenarios of if I am in my head and I want to be in my heart, um, what do we do? And it's always good to try to catch yourself in your awareness as quick as you can as soon as you start going into la la land, as my mother would say. Um, then see if you can catch that thought and then bring yourself back into your heart. The breath is the ultimate way that we do anything in this life, spiritually or otherwise. And getting into the sense of grounding, rooting your feet to the earth somehow, um, sitting by a tree, sitting by a lake or a river or a body of water, and focusing your awareness on your breath and taking time to settle into your body, in your skin, depending on how alert you are or how much caffeine you've had or how um, intense or dire the situation is that you're in your head about. It will take, I mean, this is relative, but I feel like it will take you longer it takes me longer, I feel like it will take us longer to settle down the awareness, depending on how wound up you are, right? And so what you're doing is you're actually inviting the channel of your awareness, your energy, your presence to journey down your chakras, um, through your throat, into your heart. So you can just journey down and settle into your heart. There are other practices for grounding and getting out of your head, and they all equal to taking space from your environment. And that space from your environment can be taking a long bath with sea salt. That would be really good. Doing a yoga practice, doing breath work, um, prayer. Prayer would be a super important way. And the more sincere the prayer is, the better you will feel. So let's take a little space to get grounded, just a small meditation, and we can just have a taste of being grounded together and what it feels to be centered in the heart. So wherever you are sitting at this moment, please allow your feet to come to the floor, or you can sit Indian style, and if you're more experienced meditator, you can sit with cross-legged. I don't know if Indian style is the right way to say that. And then imagine your tailbone going into the earth. So Or you can sit with your feet on the floor, press your heels down into the ground, lift up your toes, and then spread your toes apart and place down your pinky toes, your ring toes, middle, index, and big toes. So you feel really firmly planted on the earth. And if you're sitting cross-legged in a chair, you can tuck your tailbone under, and everybody can tuck their tailbone under. Pull the lower belly in, and imagine yourself stacking your vertebrae one on top of the other, pulling your chest back, your shoulders back over your hips. Inhale your shoulders up to your ears. And then exhale, roll the shoulders down the back and open the chest, lift the chest slightly. We call it Jalandhara Bandha in yoga. It's the throat lock, so allow your ears to come back over your shoulders. Close your eyes, soften your forehead. Imagine a 1,000-petaled lotus above the crown chakra. Open it. Imagine like a flower blooming. Open it and breathe. You just stay receptive with your breath. No focusing on the breath, just let the breath be natural. Just breathe as it is. Make any adjustments in your body so you can settle into where you are. And then we'll consciously breathe together. So as you inhale, expand your lungs wide. And as you exhale, the belly draws in towards the spine. Inhale, and your stomach expands, your lungs expand to the side. Chest is last to lift. And as you exhale, the chest falls and the belly draws in. These are full diaphragmatic breaths. You can bring your hand to your sacral chakra right below your belly. Both hands if you prefer. Or bring one hand to your heart. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. You can just do that on your own. So breathing in a natural, slow, and deep. Noticing how the breath quiets you. Noticing where your focus is in your body. If it's behind your eyes, in your head. And consciously being okay with wherever it is and whatever state you are in this moment as you're breathing. It's important to accept whatever is happening outside of us and inside of us even. And then we can change it. So, without too much thought, I would like you to imagine your tailbone. And imagine that energy center has a grounding cord attached to it that can go down through your legs, or it can just come right from the base of your spine. And you ground down through the floor and allow your own energy to settle deep into Mother Earth. Imagine roots or just a rope. However you see this cord of energy, it's like an etheric anchor into the ground. And imagine it go deeper and deeper and deeper through the earth till it gets to the center of the earth, of our planet, and merges, it wraps with the center of the earth, the source of the planet that we live on. And then allow the energy in the middle of the earth to infuse your cord and light you up. Allow that energy to raise and come back into your body, meeting you, feeling it infuse your legs, feeling it hit your spine, your belly, and come into the heart. And now, wherever your awareness is, if it's behind your eyes, if it's above your head, it's out of your body completely, allow that energy of your awareness to drop down and ask it to merge with the earth energy. If your energy and your awareness was already grounded, and just unify both your awareness and the energy of love from Mother Earth. And invite that energy into your heart. And allow yourself to feel connected, settled, harmonized in this present moment. And now focus gently on your breath. This is good. There's space. And you are receiving grace from Mother Earth. Time to be still is very important. Connected to your body. connected to the ground we walk upon. Now deepen your breath more vividly and more pronounced. I want you to open that lotus petal on the top of your head and invite the energy and your awareness out through the top of your head into our solar system, into space, into the central sun, the star, your soul star, your higher chakras, and the source of your own understanding, your own creation, the star system that you identify with most. And bring down that wisdom, bring down that vessel, bring down that light through your own soul star. And have that energy through the crown chakra come into your spine and be one, merging with the earth in your heart. And send that energy down through your legs again, grounding and offering it, being a channel, a vessel, making heaven and earth. So much gratitude for this process. There is love here for you. It is beyond the moon and the sun and the earth. It is in the stillness of your breath, in the surrendering of your heart, an infinite galaxy of love we call grace. You are that. Breathe in and out. We get to keep those connections throughout our day to Earth and to the infinite sky. So, as you're ready, feel your body by wiggling your fingers, or maybe moving your feet, or rolling your shoulders back and forth. Bring your hands, palms together into your heart. Namaste pose and tuck your chin down to your chest, sealing the meditation practice. A silent prayer of gratitude to yourself for walking through the door and taking some space. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Gently open your eyes. It is my prayer that you feel a little bit lighter, a little bit more secure, a little bit more rooted and grounded and connected to yourself and to the all that is. It is my honor to serve you in this way. Aho, namaste. And so it is. In love, light, and warrior spirit, this is Michelle Infinity.